Hey yo, what's good with it, Black Goose TV family? I got some exciting boxing news for y'all. Ain't no way you can't be hyped the way I'm hyped when it comes to this particular announcement. It's absolutely official. No more allegedlys, no more rumors, no more call-outs. Conor Benn versus Chris Eubank Jr. is happening, and it's happening this year, October 8th in London, the Zone pay-per-view. Yo, first and foremost, let me say this. October is looking like it's going to be a hell of a motherfucking month. And I don't know, what I'm saying, what order I'm going to release these videos, but I will be releasing a video and we're talking about possibly Deontay Wilder and Robert Helenius fighting in October. You already know we have Anthony Yarde and Artur Beterbiev speculated happening in October. So October's looking crazy right now when it comes to boxing, period. And for this to be official, this is the first official, like in my opinion, wow fights. I'm even gonna go and say a mega fight, because this is a mega fight when it comes to the UK, in my opinion. Anybody from the UK, y'all can correct me if I'm wrong on that, but Conor Benn, Chris Eubank Jr., October 8th. How y'all feel about this, Black Goose TV family? Ain't no way I thought this would have happened, but it's official. You feel me? It's official. Eddie Hearn, he did a damn thing on this. So respect to you, Eddie Hearn. I didn't think this was going to happen. They was talking about it a lot. That a lot of people were saying things. Conor Benn was calling out Eubank. Eubank was calling out Conor Benn. I didn't think it was actually going to happen because it makes no sense. They're not in the same weight class. They're not going for the same things. But there was one factor that made them, or at least put them in a category where they had to call each other out in a sense where if they couldn't get the fights they were looking to get. And that factor I will be getting into, but I want to make sure a lot of y'all who be coming up here, y'all just be wanting to watch the first minute. I announced it. There it is. Conor Benn, Chris Eubank Jr. is happening on the Zone pay-per-view October 8th. Salute to that. Let me know how y'all feel about that below in the comments. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Make sure y'all subscribe if you're not part of the motherfucking Black Goose TV family. Make sure y'all really subscribe too, because I need them subscriptions, man. Show some love. Let's try to get to 5K before the end of the year. So subscribe to the channel, show some love. Now, the reason why I'm saying there's a connection, okay? Now we're going to get into conspiracy fluids, okay? The reason why I feel like there's a connection, and honestly, I don't even think it's conspiracy. I think it's actually pretty, obvious if you really, pay attention when it comes to boxing politics. But Conor Benn is in the 147 division, right? And he's on his way up. He's one of them young guns. Like if we were to talk about where he should be in the place we can put him is, if we talk about Virgil Ortiz Jr., we talk about Jerome Boots in it. Conor Benn deserves to be there as well. He's in that same aspect. He's in that same situation, in my particular opinion, when it comes to how young he is, and he's coming up in the 147 division. He needs a big fight, right? Remember, there was a point that he wanted the Adrian Broner fight. Eddie Hearn said, "Oh, we offered the bag. That's what we wanted to get, but we haven't heard anything back." He said, we have the bag for Keith Thurman. We want Keith Thurman." Remember, all these people that they're pointing out, they're all with a different promotional company that doesn't necessarily like to do that much business with Eddie Hearn. Now, Chris Eubank Jr., 154 division. Same thing. All the biggest fights are over there in that PBC side of the game. Someone who doesn't necessarily like to do business with Eddie Hearn or outside their promotional company, period. So my conspiracy is, because of that, all these call outs when it comes to anything outside of the Zone, especially in that welterweight division that's ruled by PBC, the junior middleweight division that's mostly, ruled by PBC, Showtime, they're not going to give a fight to an Eddie Hearn fighter or anyone overseas, because that's not going to make any money in the U.S. You feel me? So that's my little conspiracy, and I think that's why at the end of the day, this fight was, it was destined to happen, because Chris Jr., you get to the point where it's like, if you can't get a big fight, what can you get to kind of, get people interested? Conor Benn, I want a big fight, but I can't really get it because I just so happen to be in a division where they don't necessarily do business with Eddie Hearn, and those are all the top fighters. So what can I do to kind of make people not, make people put me in a position where people can't say no? You feel me? And for Conor Benn, that's Chris Eubank Jr. For Chris Eubank Jr., that's Conor Benn. And here we go. We have it. It's official. So let's go ahead and because I'm interested to see what weight they're going to be fighting at. So let's get that information before I get up out of here. So catch weight. Look, Conor Benn and Chris Eubank Jr. are having a deal done for a mega fight on October 8th for a catchweight fight at 156. So there y'all go. So it's happening at 156. So that's a lot of, That's interesting. And let me take that back. Excuse me. I just disrespect because I know y'all gonna correct me below in the comments. I disrespected Chris Eubank Jr. because Chris Eubank Jr. did used to fight at junior middleweight, but he is at middleweight now. He's at 160 now, which also is dominated by PBC for the most part. And then maybe you can get a triple G fight. But obviously, you see he's busy. So, wow. So Chris Eubank Jr. is coming. What was kind of in the middle? Like Ben's coming up. Chris Eubank Jr. is going down. 156. That's kind of like in the middle. 147, 156, 156 to 160. Yeah, Ben's coming up a lot. This is going to be interesting. This is going to be very interesting. I'm very interested in this fight. This is a very interesting fight, guys. I don't know who I'm leaning toward. I'm leaning toward Chris Eubank Jr., obviously. But I don't know. Is this a smart fight for Benn? I guess no one's going to feel no type of way if he loses it, but hey, it's official. It's here. How y'all feel about this particular fight? Drop it below in the comments. Y'all already know what it is, man. BlakGooseTV family all day on Sports and Nigga Side of the Game. I'll be back with more boxing. Stay blessed, not stressed. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all.